Do I have to do something? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I've just sat down. If one of my lovely friends from home could message to say whether they can hear me commentating, that would be great. Um, but otherwise, good morning to our QB supporters and probably good evening to our Kiwi ones. This is the first game for the under 24 ladies for New Zealand and Great Britain. They will have had practice games over the last few days. But first big test this morning. Okay, I've got confirmation that people can hear me, so that's great. Thanks, guys. So we are 5 minutes into the first half here. 2-0 to New Zealand. This is a really lovely pool. I got to get in yesterday, so the tiles are super smooth. The walls are like really well fixed down. And the holes are like really nice and clear with a nice yellow volume. That's another goal for New Zealand there. Nice little QB crowd of supporters today. Could see them all up there, which is lovely to have people come over. Surprising number of people from New Zealand as well. I think that's a solid dedication. I was speaking to one of the Kiwi refs this morning. It took him a total of 33 hours to get over here to Turkey, and was quite disappointed in me when I told him I had a 3.5-hour flight. Off we go. You could have seen the strike there. I'm certain that was Karina from New Zealand taking the strike. Not from New Zealand, from Great Britain. Although she is from New Zealand, but she's ours now. She's first. That's a goal for New Zealand there, possibly. That was a very strong. No goal. Lovely. No goal, but it does look like it's a foul against QB. Yeah. So QB are defending the puck now. I can see the camera is not on their end, but they are defending against their team. Heads are turned. Lots of girls down there, but it looks like New Zealand have just got it in. Yeah, and the refs have awarded a goal there. You can see Captain Jazz in the subs box, giving some nice cheers. The Kiwis have called a timeout, so all the girls will get a nice little chat. Kiwi girls have got really strong numbers on their arms. Those look like they've been tattooed on. This is a lovely overhead shot here of Kiwi girls. You can really see that Jazz has really been working on that tan. And I'm certain that she's going to need that clipped so she can replay it. Looks like one of the coaches just, there. So, camera, that's cool. Nice pick up there from Maddie. And no surprise, Karina's still down, bothering them as well. A big switch from the New Zealand girls. Well covered there by GB. Unlucky for Karina, just gone through them. And that's another goal for New Zealand there. So we have 7 minutes left in the first half. Goal for Charlotte O'Connor there. New Zealand extras looking very proud of their team there. Well, that's a fun camera angle. There we go. Well won to the strike there, but well held by the GB player. Really smacked into her there. And a nice drive. This is looking nice. And dispossessed by the Kiwis. Containing nicely on the roll here. And we've got a call. Okay, so stick infringement against New Zealand. Which is of course true because GB have never fouled. See Jazz get down nice and early for the free puck there. They did contained on the wall. New Zealand have got the puck again. Going for a switch. Oh, lovely though, a back tackle. That was very sneaky. Love that. And heading up, there we go. They're trying to switch again. It's really quite effective backline switch there. What was that? And another free puck for GB, inching up the court. We've restarted. Kiwi girls really favouring that left wall, and the Kiwi girls very keen to switch it out. Fast legs there. This looks like a pretty scary breakaway. Yeah, there we go. That'll be another goal for New Zealand there. That's unfortunate that. Very effective midline backline switch from the Kiwi girls. And Molly McHale. What a great name. Again, I can see Captain Jazz and her come on girls face. Karina readying herself for the strike there. 4 minutes left in this first half. Just waiting for that ref to put their goggles back on. And off we go again. The camera lag on that one really making Karina look fast, although she just is. Oof, narrowly missed that one. Nice chase from the GB girls. Neve there picking that up. Nice. And she stayed down as well. Lovely. And of course, Karina down there as well. Look at the subs bunches. Aren't they lovely? We've got this big, like, sort of podium to stand on, which is very fun. Bit of obstruction there. And who's it for? Against QB? That couldn't be possible. Neve would never. Good chance for some subs. That QB, not QB, I can't get these right around. That QB player was like holding up a 2 there or something. So not trying to be sneaky about which kind of free puck they're going for, but we do have to obviously work out what it is. So it's the corner, but Kiwi still very much in possession here. Quickly whipping it around for another switch. Being followed by GB, but they are in lovely positions in front of the goal. They really know what they want to do with that switch and then aiming right for the centre. But again, cleared out to the corner by GB. Excellently done. Well held in the corner here. Oh, bit of a chance for Kiwi, and there is a free call. Again against GB. Again, we've got a Kiwi player holding up a hand to show which free pot she's doing. Looks like just swim. Again, Kiwi's coming out with the puck and turning it around very quickly. And that's Maddie there. Is that Esme number 2? Looks like Esme, swimming very strong. No, it's not. My apologies. There's Captain Jazz on the wall. Look at her go. Look at that tan. It's crazy. Oh, bit more support there. Lots of them will have just subbed in on top of Jazz there as she held it. Was that a goal there? Yeah, that was another goal for the Kiwis. Georgina Shrapnel. Probably some good nicknames like that. 1 minute left in this first half. Sat out for GB, I think, is Lucy Rogers, I believe. I am squinting to see them on the side of the pool. And I can't see the other one, I'm afraid. I have got my glasses on, but they're in court 2, and that's quite far away from my box. Got another call here against the Kiwis. Just 20 seconds left in this first half. We'll get a nice break. Then QB will turn around and I might be able to see who that second player sat out is. Lovely strong swim there. QB very confidently swimming that into space. That was a lovely little move. And that is half time there. She's keen, but we will be now taking a 3-minute break while it will turn around to have a chat. Pretty strong showing from the Kiwi girls here. They're looking very calm, very collected, very sure of themselves. They're swimming around in space. Kiwi girls just a little bit kind of following them, maybe sort of adapting to the Kiwi game rather than sort of playing their own one. But I love those girls. They're fantastic. I know that they will be getting a right hype up in the halftime. Actually now I can't see them at all because there's all these lovely feather banners around. That's a shame. I've got the Poland and French under-19 men game in the other court in front of me, which have just started the second half, and they are at 10-0 France-Poland. So we've got a rather wild 5 days of round-robin games here. They are very long days. It's lovely to see so many teams at a tournament. Just like a really wide range of age groups and nationalities as well. Just means that we've got super long days starting from like 7:30, finishing around 8 p.m. Not today because we have the opening ceremony, but big long days to fit all these games in, which is really exciting. It's really cool to have so many nationalities represented. So 1 minute left of this half time. This is the under-24 women, Kiwis versus Great Britain. We'll shortly be starting the second half. Yeah, it's definitely Lucy and then I think it was WM. I'm really sorry, I'm not sure who that is. "20 seconds left." I've just been sent a wonderful video of my cat watching the stream at home in Great Britain. I hope you can hear my voice. Mona, miss you. Okay, we have 5 seconds to go. And before we start this second half. Lovely strike there. Fast players on both teams. You would expect they did teach Karina how to swim out there in New Zealand. I'd like to think we've made her better. We taught her how to curl, you know. Captain Giles with a strong pin on the wall there. And who's that? Absolutely slamming that. Esme takes after her dad that one. And that's against the Kiwis. Excellent. I'm entirely neutral on that decision. And a free puck for GB. Again, Jazz down nice and early there. Heading off, taking it straight to the wall. It's an interesting little rollover underbody flick there. Picked up nicely by Maddie. A big swim up the wall. And it looks like that has been stopped. And gloving called against her. So that will go back against QB. Not sure if you can hear it on the stream or if it's just kind of in real life, but there's a lovely chant of "Let's go GB, let's go" happening in the stands. Another nice swim from Jazz passing to Esme there. And the Kiwi girls have cut through, but being chased down in the 13. And the Kiwi numbers are very solid. They must be temporary tattoos. They really want their goals. Karina ducking in right there. Waiting for that back tackle being very annoying. Cleared out, the Kiwis are going for another switch. They are very confident on those. Looks like intercepted by a GB player, but just picked up back again by Kiwi. And GB are aiming back to the subspin again. Knocks them down, but she's successfully moved that through and just popped that into the goal. A little bit disorderly from the QB ladies. Need to get nice and calm again, reset the formation. Don't let the switches kind of rattle. Bit of confusion over the wrong buzzer there. There we go. This is actually the first time that I'm hearing the buzzers as well today, so that's fun. That is the court I will be refereeing on later today, court 2. They are currently on. Interesting, it's still over on that kind of far wall. That's now the QB's right side. Is it? Now it's their left. Maybe I was wrong earlier. I'm not good at my left and right rights. But again, that's a call against QB there. Tucked right into their third, but not quite on their goal. QB girls down nice and early to defend it. It's lovely. Big switch from New Zealand. Well hit by the GB player, but somehow still goes through. They're very strong on those. They are very confident with where their player is going to be and where it needs to go. And it looks like push through again. Curled out by a GB player. That's well done. And we've got another call here. And that is against the Kiwis for gloving on that one. So bit of a reprieve for GB. They will get a free puck in their favour, a chance to sort of reset, clear it out a bit. Their forward was very hot on that chase. Really speedy. It's unlucky for her she was sort of on the wrong side, but been very effective at aiming there. What do we call it? What a call here. Looks like GB have a player sent out. I can see 1 minute. She's just finding the sin bin bench. Quite far away. I can't quite see who it is from here, but hopefully it will pop up on the screen shortly. Again, well chased there. They are really confident on these switches. They're happy to sort of turn and wiggle with them. Just flick past me there, and that looks like shepherding to me, but I could be biased. And they're calling that a goal for New Zealand. I suppose this is why they don't let you ref your own country. So that was Devon in jail. All of the system we are using, the More Sport system. So everything is very French. Elle est dans le présent. So yeah, just 20 seconds left back it. So she'll be getting in quite soon after the players touch the puck again. Didn't see what she was sent out for, but it'd be good to get her back in. So 8.5 minutes left in the second half. I feel like there's a goal in here for GB. They've got some fast players, and if they can pick up, like, sort of cut off one of these switches while it's going, and make a good swim for it, I think there's a solid chance here. Lots of kind of two GB players at once, chasing down these switches here and sort of not leaving quite so many behind, which is unfortunate. I think that looks like another goal there. Yeah, that's another goal for the Kiwis there. Another one from Molly McHale. The score in the under-19 Poland-France game on the other court, now 14-0 with 3.5 minutes to go. So it was 7.5 minutes, the second half of the second half now starting. Confident win on that strike there for New Zealand. Picked back up again by GB. Very confidently collected from the Kiwi players there. They're very good at changing direction. Kind of anytime they see a bit of space, they're popping around and changing nicely. Lots of GB players down to help clear this out to the side. Having a bit of a wrestle there. And we've got a call here. Stick fouling. They're playing advantage, but it's against GB. It'll be right on their tin now. But it's a good opportunity to gather together. Players sitting very wide on that free puck there for the Kiwis. They are really trying to kind of use the lateral space, which is great. I mean, it's where most of the goal is, over there. But this time cleared out comfortably by GB to the corner and pushing back up along the wall. You can see Jazz there, so tanned, hanging out in the centre, ready to sort of do her job. Another call here, this time in GB's favour, so against the Kiwis. It was well done there, well defended, handled very nicely. A large crowd of GB supporters has arrived since the beginning of the match. It looks like some of the under 24, under 19 boys have come to support, which is lovely. And a huge number of parents as well, looking resplendent in red. Good chance there for the QB girls, but it looks like the Kiwis are setting off very confidently again on one of those switches. Very quick. They're good at flicking it forward from that sort of weird angle. Nicely picked up there. That looks like Neve to me. They kind of all look like me. Neve or Esme or Jazz to me. So I should probably not bother saying names if I get it wrong. I think that's Esme there, number 2. It was a very strong swim. Very determined GB. You can see them not giving up, still chasing down these switches, getting it to the wall. Very nicely done. Good there, still making forward progress up that wall. Kiwi player trying, but just can't quite get it. And off for another switch. Yeah. They really want to be near the cameras. Continued momentum. Excellent. Nicely picked up there from QB. Got Karina on the sides. And that's another call. Okay. No, that was a call on the other game. Go on, QB. Keep going. I mean, entirely neutral. Picked up by New Zealand. Curled again by QB. They're creating more chances for themselves now than they have at earlier points in the game. It seems unlikely that the Kiwi players are tiring, but there's definitely kind of more space for the Kiwi girls. Sorry, I'm just kind of watching here. It looks like New Zealand are having someone sent out for a subbing foul, and we're having a New Zealand timeout as well. Yeah, so it's a subbing foul from New Zealand, so maybe I was right. Maybe they are getting a bit tired. I feel like they've got to get going a bit faster. So as I was saying, it looks like GB girls are getting more chances. Looks like they've kind of got their eye on those switches now. Trying to cut them off, break through. Like I said, they've got some really strong fast swimmers. I think if they can hit that switch as it's coming, they will really make good progress through that centre. We'll be restarting, it looks like, with an equal puck here. Again, not sure if that's through my headphones or through my actual ears, but the sonorous voice of Damien there with chanting for GB. Comfortably won by the New Zealand girl there, but straight into a massive GB players, so no harm, no foul. Nice flick through up there, looking to find that other player, but well held by that QB player. Karina down following the play. She would like to get that puck. Oh, nicely picked up. Lots of QB girls down there. I know they've all been training super hard. See, all of the players at this tournament have been. So they're looking fit. It's a 2-meter pool as well, which is a bit of a treat. Another call here. Got a ref pointing. Who was that? I think that was the Argentinian men just having a nice little sing-song there, getting ready for their game. Okay, we've got a free puck here for, can't see because the USA under 19 men's team are entirely blocking my view. Again, solid push forward from QB. Good momentum here. Really strongly holding in the second half of this second half. Lovely pick up and swim there. I think they just needed some time to settle into this game. I think, if we'd started from the second half and played 2 halves from there, it'd be a very different scoreline. I'm like really impressed with the way that they've adapted and picked up on this. It looks like a GB player being sent out here. Yeah. It's to be expected when you're very keen to get to the goal. The Kiwi player will be able to get back in fairly soon. Not quite yet, another 30 seconds. 1 minute for Sophie Redmond. And we're getting another call here. So that's gloving against the Kiwis. No way they'd have been making progress down the wall otherwise. Yeah, so just under a minute and a half left in this game to go. So the clock is now stopping for infringements. We've got immediate advantage being played here. And the chant of USA. So it looks like that advantage is over. Kiwi girls again setting off for a big old switch, but called in GB's favour. Encroachment, what was that advantage? It was held for quite some time there, but it's good. It's good to let the game flow. So 1 minute remaining. Karina nice and far forward there. I could see how fast Jazz was down and ready for that one. The second it went, she was pretty much already at the rest line. Speedy, speedy. The whole mass of girls down there, everyone working hard to try and get things done. Oh. As a very definitive barging call against Jazz there. The ref was very clear about that one. But not a send out. And off we go again. Kiwis with the advantage this time. Again, swimming into space. Chased down by the GB girls, but less of them, not 2 at once this time, a bit more spread out, which is good. Good to see that kind of adaptation. GB girls coming out of it again. They're so strong with those change of directions. Yeah, we're heading to the goal now, but the Kiwi players are down and ready. Lots of them in the path of that Kiwi player. Looks like cleared out to the wall there. You can see a ref playing advantage. And we've got a call in GB's favour. So with 7 seconds to go, we'll be starting with a GB free puck. I'm quite confident that they will be taking that to the wall and pinning it there. Really strong. I think we had like almost pretty much no goals in the second half of that second half. So yeah, you can see they really picked it up again. Like I said, this is their first game of the tournament, so Kiwis are obviously a very impressive team. Probably one of the favourites. So difficult one to start the tournament with, but yeah, I think they can be really pleased with the way that they picked that up and the way the second half of the game went was really, really strong. Obviously, the Kiwis can be happy with that result. They played some very lovely hockey, those lovely long switches, very confident with their turns. They look pleased. Keeping girls, lovely little circle. I love the little circles. It's really sweet. So we have lots of other games left today, of course. Lots of exciting things. If I get a schedule up, I can say when some other games are. But actually, my schedule's on Turkish time, so it's basically pointless. Now, Jazz will have been nervous for that hip hip hooray. She worries that she's not got a loud enough voice. And she will be hoarse by the end of the week. Lovely. Okay, well, there is one game left before the ref shift change begins. The guys currently on duty had to start breakfast at 5 a.m. this morning. So they will be relieved to be changed. And yeah, I will head off. Thank you everyone for tuning in and enjoy the rest of the day, games.